Hey everybody, and welcome back to FSP, Forex Stock Predictions. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's jump right into the charts. Okay, today we are looking at the Euro USD on the 4-hour. As I said previously, the Euro USD is the biggest currency pair in the Forex world. It's the most highly liquid and one of the most, if not the most popular pair to trade, right? And today we have some sort of double top that is forming on the charts, right? Whether this is a true double top still remains to be seen, but let's get into it and see what is actually happening, right? So we can see that we have this line up here, a resistance line, where price pierced once, came all the way back down, pierced again, couldn't quite pierce it, came back down, tried to pierce it again, got a little bit above it, but we can see from that wick that the sellers were pretty strong and brought the price back down. So price is definitely trying to break that line, right? We can also see that we have price moving impulsively to the upside, comes back down to this yellow highlighted zone, which I like to call the neck zone of the double top, right? Tried again to pierce it. While we were trying to pierce it, we have this big green volume bar, right, which suggests to us that the bulls had a lot of power there, tried to break it. However, the sellers came in and still pushed the price down. Okay, what I like to see is we have that second top higher than the first top, right? That I do like to see, because when I look at the MACD below, I can see divergence playing out, which tells me that the buyers are weakening. We can see on the histogram here that the green, right, went from green and then it tilted down to red. We can see that on the MA lines, we had the same thing. We also had a cross of the MA lines there, and we can see that the MA line sloped downwards, right? This is pure true divergence, because the second top is higher than the first, and we can see that it's sloping downwards, so the buyers are losing power, which tells us that at some point the sellers are more likely than not going to come and take control, right? Let's look at the volume. This is pretty interesting. We see volume decreasing over time, which tells us that at some point there would have been a big bar of volume, and this is exactly what we got, a big green bullish bar of volume, right? Now, as a trader, we cannot look at this bar and say, the bulls are back, right? We need to go long, right? Because this could be a trap for the bulls. It could be a trap, right? We can see that it is a large bar of volume, and the bearish bars next to it aren't as high, right? But this doesn't mean that price is just going to go long from right now, because if you would have seen this bar and it's a 4-hour candle, jumped in sometime here expecting to go long, if your stop was a couple of pips or however many pips below that, you would have been stopped out, right? So this could be a trap, right? This could be a trap for the bulls, right? Because we know that most of the bulls are long already, right? So if price does go down, there is no power from the bulls. This is why we call it a trap. Whether this plays out still remains to be seen. I do like to see this next zone completely broken. Now, some traders might put the next zone like this, right? Because in the middle, we have this one wick here, a little bit of that second wick there, but there are these wicks here. So some traders would do this and say, look at that giant neck zone there. There's a lot of orders in this area, right? And I like to see price impulsively close below this neck zone, right, with quite significant bearish volume, and we don't have that yet, right? However, if we put the neck zone back like this, we see that price did close below it, although into these wicks where the buyers are quite strong, right? But I do then like to see a retrace up to the top of the neck zone before shorting it down to my target. And my target would be this previous area here. All right, and my second target would be even lower, to the next previous area, right? Very important that we backtest these sort of patterns, right? Because we can't assume that just because it looks like a double top, that it's going to play out like a double top, right? Again, What does this go into? Lots of backtesting, right? Double tops on the 4-hour, yes, they do happen, and yes, they can be quite awesome when they do play out. But it is about backtesting, making your own list of rules and criteria so you know what has to happen in order for this pattern to play out. We can see that price did try to pierce this 3 times, so it really is trying to pierce the zone. Yes, it could completely go the other way, right, because the sellers are quite strong, right? But it does seem to be playing out right now in favor of the bears at this current moment. However, I am not convinced with these wicks, right? I want to see impulsive bearish volume occur, and I want to see these candles close lower before I think about setting up a pending order, right? Waiting for the retrace or retest of this next zone to occur before I short it. Okay, it is a Friday, so this means that this could take another couple of days for it to play out. So if you are a 4-hour swing trader and you enjoy patterns, this may be something that you would be interested in, right? If not, it's definitely one to learn from, and we should keep an eye on it because as pattern traders, this is a pattern, right? And we want to see what happens. So let's keep an eye on this one, and that will conclude today's FSP prediction. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will most certainly be seeing you all again next week. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you all on the next one. Bye.